You know, we talk about people being entrepreneurs. We talk about people having ideas. We talk about people having dreams, not following up on their dreams. Well, guess what? This young lady right here, she's all that wrapped into one, and she's 11 years old. Yeah, Ryleigh Tardy had an idea. She had a dream. She had a goal. She put it all together in these notebooks. Her mom, Brittany Sapp-Arnold, is here, and I just want to get back to the notebooks. I want to take a look at, because it's almost like there's a story behind the cover of each one of these notebooks that you have created and now you're selling. So let's talk about this one.
Well, this one was specifically sort of made for Black History Month also, because it's Black history in the making. And it's just about how there's so many different things that are happening with African Americans and how we're changing and making things the first.
Okay, all right, let's take a look. I love this one, I do. I love them all, but yeah.
This one is just like the other boy one, just so kids, younger kids, because it's a younger girl image, so that they can look at it and be like, this looks like me. And we especially put the African print in it so that it shows like how they come from African descent.
Okay, all right.
And this one I also like because it has the doctor and sort of a pharmacist, because my mom works in medical and she's a drug, she works in drug investigational services, and this basically represents like a doctor, and it's the same one as the Black History in the Making.
So let me ask you a question here, because you've had, I mean, that one clearly is, I'm sorry, go ahead and talk about this one, then I'll ask you the question.
This one, it shows the flag. Even though it has like the American stars in it, it still has the African print in it to show how even if we are African American, we still struggle in America and we make things happen, and it still becomes first still.
Here's what leaps out at me, because you're 11 years old. But the thought behind these goes way deeper than an 11-year-old normally thinks. I mean, you're thinking about giving young African-American kids motivation. You're thinking about telling kids you can be anything you want to be. You're thinking about telling kids we count, we matter, we're important. We've contributed to the history of this country. You can be a doctor, you can be a scientist. Where is that all coming from, Ryleigh?
Well, because I'm really into science, and even though I want to be an archaeologist whenever I grow up, I'm still into science, because right now I'm on a STEM team, and soon we're going to be going to a NSBE competition. So that's where like the chemist one comes from, because she works with different types of chemicals, and I also want to become a chemical engineer.
So you're like that nerdy kid, but you're okay being nerdy.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so how do people get these books? How do they get them?
You can go on our Facebook page, Kins & Co., and also on our Instagram page, Kins & Co., and then go or communicate with us through our Gmail, kinsandcosupplies@gmail.com.
And so it's kind of interesting, Mom, because, I mean, she mentions all of these science-related goals that she has, but let's be real, I mean, she's got all the makings of an entrepreneur here.
She does. She's very ambitious. She had, you know, this all in her mind. She said, this is what I want to do. How do I make it happen? So I was the one who actually had to do some research. I'm like, I don't know exactly what we have to do to make this happen, but this is your idea. Let's see what we, you know, can come up with to make this happen. So after I bought the binding machine, and she actually started showing me different things she was making on her phone, on Photoshop, on Adobe Illustrator, and I'm like, Ryleigh, those are amazing. I'm like, did you really just make this? She's like, yes. I'm like, oh, we can get this printed. We can, you know, definitely put this on here. So I actually let her do everything. She figured out how to use the machine. She figured out how to print them on what quality paper that it needs to be printed on, along with the spirals and the quality of paper inside. So she figured out everything. She's honestly amazing.
So I was going to say, I mean, the other lesson or the other takeaway here, I think, is when your son, when your daughter has this idea, as a parent, we have an obligation to help them do what it is they want to do.
Definitely. I told her I was behind her all the way. I said, I will support you as long as you're serious about this. I'm going to support you 100%. And she's been very serious about this, and I'm very proud of her.
We're all proud of you. Good job. Awesome. Tell us again how folks can get them.
You can communicate through us on our Facebook page at Kins & Co. and also our Instagram page, Kins & Co. and then our Gmail at kinsandcosupplies@gmail.com.
There you go. So you know what? Blow all that up on her social media. And if you need more details, you can always reach out to me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course at kdka.com. We're going to make her a rock star. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to find out what black attorneys in this city are up to. You will be amazed. Don't go away when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues.